What is an adverb? An adverb is the only word that could describe a verb. Here are the adverbs that describe verbs. Carefully study. Calmly rest. Quickly read. Carefully, calmly, quickly, are all adverbs that describe the verbs study, rest, and read. As you already know, a verb tells about actions. And the only word that could describe these actions is the adverb. Let's discover how to easily spot adverbs in a sentence. On finding an adverb in a sentence, here's what you need to remember. In most cases, adverbs are found before or after the word they describe. So if you can easily spot verbs, you can effortlessly spot any adverbs too. Let me give you an example. Anne calmly explained. In the sentence, calmly is the adverb. It sits before the verb, explained. Here's another one. Anne danced smoothly. Here, smoothly is the adverb. It sits after the verb, danced. This is why it's important that you master how to spot verbs. If you master how to identify a verb in a sentence, you can easily validate what type of word is sitting next to it. Try these exercises. Take a look at the following sentences and try to observe which of the word agrees with our definition of adverb. When you're trying to identify if the word is an adverb or not, remember this question. Is this describing or pointing to a verb? If you think the word tightly is the adverb, you're right. Tightly describes the verb pulled. Describe how Jill pulled. Jill pulled tightly. Now try these next sentences. Now you know how adverbs describe verbs. Here's a bonus lesson. In one of our previous video lessons, we learned that the only word that can describe nouns are adjectives. And here in our latest lesson, you've learned that the only word that could describe verbs are adverbs. It's so easy to remember because nouns and verbs are the main words that are used in sentences. Nouns are always described by adjectives. Verbs are always described by adverbs. But what if you need to describe the adjective? Is there a word that describes the adjective? Words like soft, blue, young, and old? Is there a way to describe that? How about the adverb itself? How could we describe adverbs in a sentence? Adverbs such as slowly, effectively, or quickly. Do you think there's a way to describe these words? The answer to these questions is absolutely yes. And the word that could describe adjectives and adverbs is the adverb itself. Although this is not so common in sentences that we see today, it's good to know what word describes adjectives and adverbs. And that word is the adverb itself. I'll show you how. If we want to describe the adjectives soft, blue, and young, we can say, very soft, slightly blue, and pretty young. Very, slightly, and pretty are all adverbs describing the adjectives soft, blue, and young. On the other hand, if we want to describe the adverbs slowly, effectively, or quickly, we can say very slowly, quite effectively, or too quickly. If you love more challenges, start looking for adverbs that describe adjectives and adverbs from books, movie dialogues, or songs. For more free grammar lessons, visit grammarhobby.com.